Alright, so here I'm playing Zen on Gibraltar. We lose this match. Alert. Unfortunately, no sound was recorded, so we're not going to be able to hear enemy callouts for alts. Nothing on the team of was said that was of value, so we're not really missing much there. I try my best to stay positive and call things out, but that's really all that goes through aside from some memes. Right here, I'm asking if anyone can switch tank because we have 5 DPS. It is gold, so that doesn't happen. I consider going main healer, like Mercy or something, but at some point you decide, oh, this is actually important. Right here, I see that no one's with me. I move to go with the Tracer and the Widow, but I decided it would take too long to get over to that door, and I really just need to be healing, so I go out the main door solo. I know Mei has her ice block up, so that's why I keep the orb on 76 instead. He seems to be taking a lot of damage. We don't have a shield or anything to play behind, so I'm really just that was bad. I shouldn't have put my back to the enemy team. I'm really just trying to keep people who seem to be taking excessive amounts of damage up. Probably should have switched there to the Doomfist. I tried to use the Mei Wall as a shield to prevent incoming damage. That Tracer needs my orb more than the Mei at this point, I think. No, because her ice block still isn't up, and I think she's more important overall. So I wish you could see its positioning, but I thought I was behind. I thought I was safely behind the payload to avoid that D.Va ult. So we could pair with Soldier to ult, and I think I just keep that in mind. We do have a tank now, which is nice. And there Soldier goes, so I throw the orb on him. He's not taking too much damage, so I don't use my ult. Decide to save it for defense. That was an accidental ult. You can hear me calling it out in the top left of oops. I'm going too aggressive here. I just need to sit behind the payload and not die. Just trying to work with Mei to really burst those freeze targets down. I see Ryan getting hammered in here. I decide not to go into the death trap until Mei drops her ult in there, at which point it's probably fine. Trying to use her ice as impromptu shield because we don't have anything good. I see I'm at 47 health and she has the health pack controlled, so I'm just going to leave that to them. I should have a healing orb on someone at all times. I'm trying to help him finish off the Genji. I'm having a little bit of trouble predicting. Healing orb could have probably gone on Pharah there because she was at half HP. And that would have prevented her dying right here. Her not going in alone would have also prevented that, but you can only account for your mistakes. I'm calling out to watch out for the bomb. I'm just constantly calling out where the Discord orb is so that my team knows to focus. Calling out the soldier that he's behind us. Right now a lot of my team is low. They should be sitting on the payload or grabbing a health pack. This Pharah doesn't like health packs. This is the second time she's gone in with almost no health and has been LOS'd from her healers. The Genji goes in. Oh, damn. So I panicked. I saw that I didn't kill him and ulted so that I wouldn't die. I decided it was really important for me to stay alive in this because I'm solo healing. So when I didn't kill him, I ulted. Unfortunately, the soldier had just killed him right behind me. This is where I call out the Widow to be careful. Probably could have gone around the backside. Trying to get that diva before she goes back in mech. I miss. Trying to just stay out of sight of that Widowmaker. Having game impact. Whew, that was close. If that Widowmaker was better, I'd be dead. Throw that up on Ryan. In gold, when Moira ults, she's usually just staring at Reinhardt, no matter what anyone else is doing. I forgot about the Widow for a second. Now that's when I just called it out to Tracer to go grab her. So we have the combo again of 76's ult. I know he has his ult, so I really don't want him to die. That's why I prioritized him. My Ryan's going in a little too aggressive, so I think I'm going to switch to him soon. Should be switching to him. There it is, finally. Just stood in that biotic grenade as the orb passed by to negate it. I did a quick look, not with my game, but just with my eyes, to see if the Widow was still in the spot from before. She wasn't. I'm ulting here because of the Riptire sound. Ryan can survive it if he's at full health and I become invulnerable. Soldier would just have to play farther away. I go in here for the health pack, but then I follow Tracer up to deal with this Widow. No one else really was. This is where I die to the Mercy. Jumping, I shouldn't have been jumping there. I should have been crouching AD, especially when going against a Widow, but a Widow and a Mercy. So our Widow should be throwing up her ult, like right about now. Trying to get the monkey. For some reason, yeah, it took way too long. I went behind the pillar, obviously to dodge the Diva Bomb, but that was a really open position. If I hadn't been so far up, I could have ducked into the room and stayed alive, which is probably what I should have done. So right here, I'm not sure why we're going in. We're 3v6. Oh, because it's overtime, that's why. I realize I just gotta kind of sit on the cart, hope for the best. Hopefully my ult gets up in time. I was trying to see that monkey, but he was hiding behind. And that's how that round ends. So at this point, I usually just try and fill. I'll establish that I can support early on, but I just wait to see what the other 5 people pick. Especially in gold solo queue, again, it doesn't matter what you do, people are just going to pick whatever they want, so you got to be flexible. So here I speak with Genji and I tell him the plan, or it might be in a few seconds. Here it is. Where I tell him the plan that he and I are going to dive in on their back line, kill a support or 2, and then dive out. And that is our whole goal. The rest of the team should just be sticking up here with Orisa. I'm not actually sure where the Mercy is. Because the Genji's up forward, the Moira's top left. I don't know where the Mercy is. Soldier's down on the bottom for some reason. Mercy's behind us. Okay. So I'm waiting for everyone to get in their positions so that supports can be separated. Drop that shield, called it. Nope, Genji actually does go in with me. That Zen's too far. Now's the time to get out. Miss my jump. Really, that should have been taken care of. I feel like a turret of level 1 is really easy for a Genji or a soldier to take care of, but I can't blame them. I should have been more aware. So I call out that we're not going to win right here. We just have to wait for our team. Now that we're all back, I call in that we're going in again. Jump on that baby diva. And the rest of the team gets slammed and charged. We're back together. I call the same thing. We have a Hanzo now, though. There was just no way I was going to survive that. I should have just jumped down inside the ship to get the health pack instead of staying up top and doing nothing. So at this point, with the Hanzo, I realize we're no longer a dive comp, so I switch off Winston onto Zarya. Hope to keep the Mercy alive a little bit longer than she's been able to. I should have gotten out of the way. I used my self shield too early for me to take that Rhine charge. And then I see that our Orisa, who had I actually don't know when she became diva. Our Orisa had switched from main tank to Roadhog, so I realized we need a shield, and I switched to Rhine. So I'm moving forward. I'm calling out to our team that they need to use the shield. I'm trying to block the diva bomb. Unfortunately, it was just too high. They all need to either get behind barriers or I tried to get the Rhine, but I was just too low of health. I realize here that I just need to get on the point, contest, try and keep the game alive. I of course die. More ults from behind. That's game. So the main takeaways for point number 1, or round number 1, were... What did I do wrong in round number 1 most? Trying to fight with too low of health. Generally having 5 DPS. I'm not sure how to accurately assess this. We had a good comp near the end. I shouldn't have been this close. I was trying to get behind the shield, which is why I was that close. Bad use of ult. I will say that is probably the main takeaway of round 1 is I use my ult poorly, I think, every time. I call out Moira right there, and they are able to secure the kill. Nice. Round 2, when I was playing tank, I missed my jump right here, which led me to die to a turret. Is it chasing too long and being out of position? Is that what I was doing? Let's see what I do. Out of position. I shouldn't have been in there at all. I shouldn't have chased the Mercy. I should have thrown the shield on her but not gone down. They already had that point. I think being out of position is what I did wrong as tank. So bad use of ult as healer, being out of position as tank is what I did incorrectly. That's going to wrap it up.